Mauletta just beating the play clock. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, gotta go. Lock in.
Trubisky will throw. Looking for White on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
18. Lock in.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Lock in. 18.
Here's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey, gotta go. Gotta go.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. A handoff to Barkley. And spins away. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
And they'll try the air now with Lauletta. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
18.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Gotta go. Lock in.
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Lauletta after the interception, eluding the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
Back to the air, Lauletta on second down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Over! Gun! Detroit!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. He finds Coleman. The 40. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Coleman, 74 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So we've reached halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this
the adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff. Barkley running left. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the run, Lauletta now going to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
18. Gotta go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Hey, gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pass incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Running with Howard, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Parkey for the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Saquon Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Lawletta now on 2nd. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Throwing on 3rd down, Lawletta. It's caught, Shepard. There goes Sterling Shepard. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Kyle Lauletta with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Giants are in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
18.
And they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
18.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Now Trubisky to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. B.J. Goodson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Let's go one more. Over. Gun.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eddie Goldman forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Detroit!
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. He'll let it go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production, or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Down right around the 25. The veteran Connor Barwin in on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that'll be incomplete. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Red up! Ready? Okay, gotta go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On second down, here's Lauletta. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Parkey with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 45 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. And that'll be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over! Gun!
Again, Lauletta. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Barkley. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
Running left, it's Barkley. And there he goes again. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll try and run it up the middle. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
18.
Here's Trubisky. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Check 59, Mike. Lock in, lock in. Red, up.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Going for the deep ball. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On the run, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch it now, Barney.
Desperation time on 4th down for Loretta. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Really big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's dark, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want. No reason to look doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Your life's a so what you want. Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. Be on earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived.
Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You were shook with Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for money, strictly for money. Survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm in deep cover earth. Skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right is on my death certificate. I gave you.